Hi, my name is Andrew, and this is my Downtown Interventions project. For my project, I focused on Boulder, Colorado, and its downtown. So here we can see Boulder's downtown. It consists of the Pearl Street Pedestrian Mall and the blocks surrounding it here. It's squished between Old North Boulder, The Hill, and CU Boulder. So intervention one could be more housing in downtown. So if we look at the land use map here, you have a lot of mixed use with the red and purple, and then you have a lot of high density housing with the green, and then some more mixed use with the orange. So although downtown Boulder right here in the red is zoned for mixed use, there's not a lot of housing. Most of the housing's in the green and the purple, and you get a lot of office space, you get a lot of commercial space around downtown, but not a lot of housing. And housing is there's a big shortage of housing in Boulder, and there's a big shortage of affordable housing, and this is leading to labor shortages in the town, especially in the service sector, a service sector which is very heavily located in downtown Boulder. So by increasing the housing in the area and making it affordable, you could help those lower income communities find housing, but you could also just help the businesses have their workers live closer to where they work. And also downtown Boulder suffers from a problem which is on non-peak hours and non-peak seasons. It doesn't get a lot of use. It's more of a tourist attraction. So by increasing the amount of people who live in downtown, the mall would get more consistent use throughout the season and throughout the week and throughout the day. So they wouldn't be dependent on those peak hours and peak seasons. Another big intervention could be pedestrian improvements around Pearl Street and around downtown. So right here is the main downtown in purple, and these orange lines here are the major roads that intersect and surround downtown. So this first one here that cuts through the pedestrian mall of downtown is right here. It's Broadway Street. There isn't a lot of room in between the crosswalk and the cars, which can make this, feel like a frightening place to walk. It's kind of scary. You got cars going 40 miles an hour as you're standing there waiting to cross, and it's just not safe, you know. And then you have Canyon Boulevard here, which is the 4-lane road down there, and this can act as a barrier between CU and the Hill District and just South Boulder in general, and them being able to walk to downtown. So this is a big concern because this is more auto dependency. This means more parkings, more street parking, more parking lots in downtown outside of the Pearl Street Mall, which is taken away from land use that could be used for housing, commercial development, office development, and all that stuff. And it just makes downtown feel very enclosed. So if you're not on the pedestrian mall, you're not walking around, and you're not going to the businesses in the blocks outside of the pedestrian mall. And there's also a big safety concern here. This is crash data from 2017 to 2023. And so there's a lot of crashes. There's a lot of bicycle involved crashes, a lot of pedestrian involved crashes. And we know crashes take, a big burden on the taxpayer. In 2024, in the entire US, American taxpayers paid $668 billion for road accidents. Now, this is a smaller scale. You're not going to be paying billions. You're going to be paying hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars that could be going to other forms of development. And we also know crashes tend to affect lower income individuals more who might not be able to afford, the aftermath of these crashes, whether it be missed work, repairs, injuries, healthcare insurance, all that kind of stuff. So this could help lower income communities. Now, intervention 3 would be better support for the unhoused. There's a large unhoused population in Boulder, and they tend to congregate in downtown because of the pedestrian mall, this foot traffic, the panhandling, all that makes it a good place for them to congregate. But also, there's a bus station here, and there's the creek. With the creek, they can camp there, they can live there, and this has become a concern because there's been needles being found, there's been disruption to business, and also it's just like not a good life to live on the street for them. So providing better services located in downtown could be better because there is a homeless shelter, but this is up on North Broadway, which is in North Boulder, miles away from downtown, miles away from where the majority of the homeless, unhoused population lives. And so with the needles, they could do needle drop boxes, they could do needle exchanges to try to curb the impact of the needles on the community and also just make it safer for those using intravenous drugs. They could do storage lockers in the transit station so people didn't have to travel around with their stuff when they're on the bus or if they're going anywhere. So then it gives them more mobility so then they're not all packed in the downtown. And another big thing is a jobs training program. The Boulder County, the city of Boulder, does not have a good jobs training program. It's hard to find information about it, and it just kind of doesn't exist. And the city of Boulder is facing a labor shortage. So, I mean, this is a good opportunity, support the unhoused community, get them back on their feet, get them in jobs, and get them in the jobs that, there is a labor shortage. So there is jobs to be had. So, this is a good opportunity for Boulder to, really improve their downtown and improve the city.